I am going to show you how to create the shaking effect in Camtasia Studio. Camera or object shake can be very effective at setting a mood or making an engaging video.
Do you really think I care about your goddamn off-brand Pokemon? Look at your goddamn Fortnite playing, doo-doo fart spraying, cringy ego portraying, ugly face displaying, body built like a mutant, naked Morak, got on the bad jeans, you were born in the wrong format, you suck at Fortnite, you got no personality, you build like an oppressed toilet brush, you're annoying as and nobody cares about you or any of your viewers, so shut the up.
Yep, I've heard enough.
Make sure to watch till the end because we're going to go over 2 different ways to create the shake effect. To start, open up your Camtasia Studio software and drag or import your media. If you need to resize your media, I publish my videos in 4K, so I'm just increasing the scale of the original video. Now I'm going to separate out the audio so this is easier to see. Right click and then click separate audio and video. And you can see the bump in audio. This is where he starts screaming. That's where we want to create the shake effect. So I'm going to get my playhead close to where it needs to be. And I'm going to zoom in all the way. Okay, and that looks like the spot where he starts to scream. So I'm going to press S on my keyboard to split the audio and the video. Okay, now we have that split up. Now just make sure that you're zoomed in a little bit more. Zoom in all the way until you can't zoom any further. Next, you want to go up to your menu on the left and click on Animations. And then you will be on the Zoom and Pan, and you want to select the Animations tab. You want to take a custom animation and drag it onto the clip on your timeline. Then you want to adjust the properties of the animation. So you want to come down and you want to click on it. That should reveal the animation properties window on the right. Add a little bit of scale. I add about 10% so that when the object is shaking or jumping around, you don't see black parts of the screen. And there are 2 ways to set the shake. You can either modify the rotation, Z and Y, or modify the position. Using rotation will add a little bit more depth, and position is just easier to use. So if you want to create shake using position, you can just hold down on your video or your object and then drag it up or down and hold the control key if your video keeps snapping to the frame. But in this example, I'm going to use rotation. To use rotation, just click into the Z box and type 2 and then type 2 again. Or if you want more movement, you can set these numbers higher. Now you have your first animation. So what you're going to do now is copy this animation and then move 1 frame over. And then paste it down, Control V. Alright, now we want to edit the second custom animation. Click on the white dot and change the properties for the rotation. This time, we're going to just add a negative. So for the Z, put a negative symbol, and Y, put another negative symbol, and then click outside. Now we have 2 animations. These 2 animations will be the base for our shake. Now we have to copy and paste these down where we want the video to shake. So the default duration for these animations is 1 second, which is too long unless you want a slow shake. We're looking for a quicker shake, more like a jitter. You can see my timeline is set to 30 frames per second. So we're actually going to cut these down to 1 frame to get more of a vigorous shake. Click on the first animation. Make sure that you're clicking on the dot at the end of the pointer. Click and hold down. And then drag to the left. And this is why I said you need to be zoomed in, because these get very small and you won't be able to select them if you're zoomed out. Now do the same thing to the second one. Click on the white dot and drag it all the way down. Now click on the body of it and drag it. Move it all the way so it's pressed up against the first one. Now you have to select both of these dots by holding the control key. It's going to be tricky to select both of them, but you want to get them both to turn orange. That's how you know that they're selected. Now I have them both selected. I'm going to go Control C to copy and then move to the next frame. So click the next frame button or hit the period button on your keyboard. So now we're at the next frame and Control V or paste them. So you need to continue pasting these. Hit the next frame then Control V, next frame, Control V, next frame, Control V. We're gonna do this. We'll do it for as long as we need the animation to shake. Just because this is only an example, I'm gonna do it for about 2 seconds worth of the video, but otherwise you would want to stop where it would make sense in the video for the shaking to stop. Okay, I think that's far enough. Now let's play everything back. So I'm gonna zoom out so you can see the full clip. So this clip is about 19 seconds long. And at the beginning, he's just getting ready to scream. And then he screams, and that's where our shake is. I'm gonna play it on the 6-second mark. So play. Alright, and that was our shake. We stopped. We only did a couple of seconds, but he's still screaming. Normally, you would probably want to keep the shake going as long as he's screaming, because that would signify he's really moving earth and ground with his voice. He pretty much stops screaming at about 16 seconds into the video. I can split that, and then I would want to continue this pattern all the way down. Which brings us to the second way of adding shake to our videos. The second method of adding shake effect in Camtasia Studio is to add a jump effect to an entire clip. And this is exactly why I cut the video into pieces, with the middle piece being the actual screaming. Let me get rid of our custom animation really quick. Okay, now we have a clean video clip again. The first thing that we're going to do is go to behaviors, and then we're going to add a jump and fall. So take jump and fall and drag it to the clip. And now in the properties panel, we want to customize this. So we're on the in tab. We want to change the style to none. And then we want to go to the out. And again, we want to change style to none. And then we go to during. And on the during tab, we're going to keep the style as jump. We're going to keep the amount of jump. You can change jump if you want the amount of movement to be bigger, or you can lessen it to make the jump smaller. Loop time is on 1 second, so again, that's going to lead to a slower shake effect. We want to make the shake more of a shake, and a shake is usually very quick, so I'm going to turn that down all the way. And then the delay is how much time before the shake begins. Since we want to apply this to the whole clip, we want to turn delay all the way down. And make sure that loops is disabled, because we're using the loop forever checkbox. Make sure that that is checked, and then we can start playing our clip again. Let's start it from the 6-second mark. Here we go. Okay. And you can see that that was a much quicker way of applying the shake effect to the video. Both ways are correct, although with the jump effect you really only get up and down motion. If you want side to side motion, you're going to have to use customization, or if you want to change the Z axis, you're going to have to use the custom animation. If either one of these solutions worked for you, please consider giving this video a like and a subscribe so that more people can find this answer. You should now watch this next video, because this is what YouTube is recommending you watch next.